Today I'm going to be talking about 7 facts about Thomas Andre from Solo Leveling. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Number 1. Thomas Andre, the Goliath, is the guild master of the Scavenger Guild and one of the 5 national level hunters. He is generally regarded as the strongest hunter, but this should be taken with a grain of salt as it has been used for other characters too in the series. But he is the strongest tank on earth and he currently resides in the United States. Thomas Andre made his debut in chapter 125 of the light novel and chapter 83 of the Webtoon on Manhwa. Number 2. His appearance. Thomas Andre is a man who has a high sculpted nose and a face of blonde hair. Even when indoor, he is always wearing sunglasses and a toothy smile. He has an overgrown goatee and sideburns. He is observed to be extremely tall and muscular by Gogonye, who stated that he looks like a child in front of him. My best estimate, I put his height around 6'5", but he could be taller than that. Also, I could be wrong, so tell me that in the comment section below. In his first appearance, he wore a blue Hawaii t-shirt with grey shorts and sandals. He also has a large tattoo of an unknown symbol on both forearms. Number 3. Thomas Andre is very possessive. He won't let others touch or take things he considers his own without a fight. Mostly his guild and hunters, who he is very strict with, but he genuinely cares about them. The best example is when he warned Hunter Dongsu not to mess with Jinwoo prior to Jinwoo's arrival in America in chapter 141 of the Webtoon. He also tried to help him when Jinwoo almost killed Dongsu, which brings us to chapter 145. Number 4. Thomas is a very strong hunter who believes that physical power is the true driving force and authority of the world, and he has used his physical power to climb to the top of the world. This is mainly because when he was younger, he grew up in the slums. As a son of a poor immigrant family, his school was located in the poorest neighborhood filled with African youth, which was a hostile place for a lone white kid who knew no one and had no friend or acquaintance. Everywhere was filled with enemies. Just from eyes meeting, fights would break out, and often his opponents were carrying dangerous weapons. Moments where he had to fight off multiple enemies happened frequently as well. However, he had overwhelming talent for physical power, the power that allowed him to trample on others. Funny enough, his surrounding became just a perfect playground for him to confirm his talent. Through the endless and continuous fight, he got to confirm the heavenly gift he possessed. He witnessed how his power would change all those holding hostile feelings towards him, and so he reigned like a king. Power, the authoritative power, financial power, physical power. He got to learn quite early on that the many types of power exist in this world that could turn a man either to a king or a slave, which eventually led him to become a UFC heavyweight champion. When a completely different type of power manifested into the world, he grabbed the opportunity and ascended to the status of a true king. If an opponent was unwilling to listen, he would use his power to make them submit. Someone blocking his path would be destroyed without mercy, and he would make all those looking down on him kneel on the ground, defeated. Physical power was the truth, and Andre stayed true to what he knew and to what he was familiar with. Laura, or Lola, as she is known in the light novel, is the secretary of the Scavenger Guild. She sports a blonde hair which is tied up neatly as a bun. She shows very little emotion when it comes to the matter of the Scavenger Guild. She is the only one shown to understand her guild master and one of the few people who aren't afraid of Thomas Andre. Number 6. Thomas Andre has various skills and ability like reinforcement, which is an ability that hardens his skin, which boosts both defense and power, but significantly lowers his agility. Just like the snake Rasibiki, who has like an hard shell, this also gives him that kind of ability too, and he is immune to most sharp attacks. Demolition is a standard attack ability in solo level, but Thomas carries it to devastating levels. A powerful AoE attack that, as the name suggests, demolishes nearby surroundings and anyone who is unfortunate enough to be caught in its blast radius. Capture. This is Thomas' variation of Sun Jin-woo's Ruler Touch, an ability that lets Thomas control and move objects with his mind. All national level hunters are said to have it. Power Smash. This skill is when Thomas puts a lot of mana and power into his hand for a singular attack, which can be used to devastating levels. Massive Health. It possesses an extreme amount of HP or vitality stat, even more so than the current Jin-woo as of chapter 145. And number 7. Spoiler alert. I'm about to give a brief rundown of what is going to happen to Thomas Andre in the fight and to the end of this story arc. So again, major spoilers coming. So let's get started. 1, 2, 3. If you are still here, let's go. Upon arriving and finding Dong-soo being manhandled by Jin-woo, Thomas asked Jin-woo for a favor to let his valuable guild member go, and all would be forgiven. After Jin-woo's refusal, Thomas Andre became enraged, and a terrifying battle ensues, one that scares all nearby hunters, even the S ranks. Thomas Andre is eventually beaten to an inch of death by Jin-woo. The head of the American guild hunter begs Jin-woo not to kill Thomas Andre, as America has already lost a national level hunter. Jin-woo accepts after Thomas admits defeat. After waking up in the hospital, Thomas realizes that Jin-woo did not kill any of his guild members except Hunter Dong-soo and the healers with him. He later gifted Sun Jin-woo a pair of Kamish blade made by the world's best blacksmith before he died, using a fang of the fragment of Kamish. If you made it this far to the video, comment in the section #SoloTom. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Peace.